Open the meeting. The time I have is 6:31. And we'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands,
nation,
one nation, under God,
with liberty and justice.
with liberty and justice for all.
Two. All right, take your seats. Thank you. All right. So we've got the minutes from June. I didn't see any corrections. The only thing I would like to add to those minutes are the schedules for meetings, events, and the coffees. If you want to pop those open. David, you want to take a quick peek at the coffee schedule there?
Yeah, I didn't print it out. Let me, I had a problem with my computer earlier. I have to open it up again. Give me a minute.
It's in an email.
Yeah, I have it in here. 1 second. I see it, Paul. All Saturdays are going to have to continue at this point, and if anything changes, I'll let them know at least 2 months in advance. I talked to Karen about it. As far as the senior center goes, it's packed day to day, Monday through Friday. That's why Saturday is convenient for us.
We could have it up in the penthouse too, you know. You got that.
I don't
penthouse.
mind doing it on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I do.
I mean,
I'm going to work on it, Paul. It's just I threw it out there, and right now there's a lot going on in the senior center, and I mean, Karen's up for it, I'm sure. I just got to get some more information to her about what time frame or what, because it goes month to month, and they're usually 2 months out on their newsletter. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
all 11.
So the two documents for schedule and plan is just to have something to post to the website.
Right.
To kind of keep us going. Changes can be made to that at any time. Not a problem. It's not locked in concrete.
Right. And I think that's a good spread out. We discussed it prior to putting it up there. You know?
No, and I'm going to leave it up to Joe to figure out where to put it up there. I don't, and again, I don't know if it's Sherry or I don't know if it's Miss McDonald.
That might be Jennifer, yes.
Yeah, Jennifer.
To reach out to.
And as far as speakers go, I will have the speaker list created at some point once I call and get commitments out of the speakers. Yeah, so I have a list, a lot of them from the summer training we would down in the Cape.
Yeah,
I didn't provide business cards to call them. So
yeah, no rush on that. I'm not expecting that until we get some confirmation from people. But now's the time to begin the dialogue with some of those individuals to go ahead and pop in.
Yep.
Okay. Any questions on the two schedules and the June minutes? The June minutes are also in an email.
Motion to approve.
Motion to, and I hear a second.
Seconded. Can you hear me?
Dale.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you need some honey, lemon, and some salt mix there, just kind of gin it up. You okay?
I'm fine. For some reason, it's garbling things. I don't understand why.
Sound like George Burns.
All right. Peter, do you have any questions? You're on mute. Unmute. Peter.
He doesn't show on mute, but he. There,
Shelley's
No.
muted.
There you go. Try again.
Right now, Pete.
There you go.
no,
You're still on mute, Pete.
I don't think he's on mute. I think he's just, there's
No,
an
he-
unstable.
His
Yeah.
computer's muted.
Peter's muted because when you mouse over it, it'll tell you.
Okay.
well, he had it on mute and it showed, and then he went off and he's still not able to speak. I think it's not muted. I think there's something
Maybe
else
it's
going.
volume.
Yeah, it could be his volume.
Yeah, I'm just trying to catch him up here. I mean, as the host, I can see, but I can't unmute Peter. So,
No, I don't think it's his mute. I think Marion's
He's
right.
not muted.
Peter, if you can hear us, on the bottom right side of your screen, that little speaker that's there, bring the arrow down and touch it and see if you get anything as far as turning up your volume. Can you do sign language, Peter? We can understand that.
you're on the Peter on the bottom left where it says audio. You want to click on that. And that'll take it off of mute.
Not on mute.
It also has auto settings there, audio settings.
Okay. You're still on mute, Peter.
You see where it says audio, Peter? Is there a line through it? Where there's audio, there might be a line through it. Click on that on your left-hand side on the bottom.
Bottom left, bring the arrow down there.
Yeah, he's looking at it.
Yeah, where it says audio.
Let's see. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we can do about that. You're gonna have to click on a couple buttons, but the audio is on the bottom left-hand side, Peter. Looks like a microphone. If it shows with a line crossing through it, that means you're on mute. Kind of like acquiring a target in a Bradley fighting vehicle. Anyway,
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's something else.
might be. Could be his volume. So anyway, we have a motion. And that has been seconded. All those in favor of the June minutes and the coffee schedule and the meetings and event plan for 2025, 2026?
Aye.
Any abstain? Motion passes. Joe, do the best you can to get those posted with Jen McDonald.
Yeah,
I think on the new webpage, I know you've swirled around in it a little bit, but on the left-hand side where it says meeting and information might be the best place to post some of that stuff. The minutes and everything else will go into a separate bucket. Do we have any members of the public? I don't see anybody. So without any members of the public to speak, we'll move on to item number 6. And David, you're up with the VSO report.
Okay, can you all hear me okay?
yes,
Yes.
sir.
Nod your heads. Can you hear me? I think you can. It's getting frozen on my end, though. I'm going to wait till we get some more connection stability here. Any better?
You're fine.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Thank you. As long as you
We-
can hear me. All right. Welcome back, everybody, from this summer. With the start of the fiscal year,
Have to go it again.
in July 1st, I want to announce that the veteran service availability will be extended to 30 hours. In contrast, the extension of time will offer a more effective representation to the veteran community through retaining a higher priority on benefits and social awareness, with the efficiency being more effective on a time compliance basis of submissions and raising the level of meaningful outcomes should show a more positive result, not only in time management, but a continuity in the administrating of directives that have been recently established by the VA and the Massachusetts legislature. The Veterans Monthly Greater Boston Food Bank will be held tomorrow, Wednesday, August 20th, beginning at 9:30 to 11:30 a.m., and will provide 28 veterans and their families with much needed provisions. Thank you to the Wakefield Food Pantry for providing several dry goods and paper supplies for the program, and to the volunteers who assist the Wakefield Senior Center. The assembly is now taking place at the Saugus Senior Center and will be the new location for the Greater Boston Food Bank deliveries. Now, if anyone wishes to become eligible for the program, any Wakefield veteran, spouse, or immediate family member of a veteran would like to participate in this program and to be included in the drive-through and the pickup, may call our office for further information. 781-246-6377. For veteran services, the Veteran Coffee Social at the Wakefield Senior Center, 30 Converse Street, will be resuming on September 20th, 2025 at 10 a.m. with several guest speakers over the next several months for both the Veterans Administration and support programs for veterans, spouses of veterans, and Gold Star families. The WCAT podcast for veterans was last recorded May 13th and can be heard on the new wakefieldmass.gov website with several of the last recordings. We will resume our podcast also on September 16th, recorded at 2 p.m. And if any veterans would like to participate, please contact the Veteran Service Office. No names are broadcast unless you agree, and the stories will become part of a historical record for the town. As for Chapter 115, under this program, qualifying veterans and their dependents can receive necessary financial assistance for food, shelter, fuel, and medical reimbursement monthly in accordance with the formula that takes into consideration the number of dependents and the income from all sources. For those on a medical-only category, prescription drug copays and in some cases, medications can be reimbursed. And if they qualify for Mass Health buy-in, we can assist in getting the application submitted. For further information, please visit the MassGov website or contact the Veterans Office for further details. For appointments and veteran services, please contact me with any questions you may have regarding ongoing benefits or submissions of new benefits. We are located on the second floor of the Senior Center, 30 Converse Street. Our office hours are Monday through Thursday, walk-ins from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Holiday schedule will be based on the day of the week the holiday falls on. Voicemail is checked 7 days a week at 781-246-6377. Thank you very much.
Dave, can I ask the question, how many Chapter 115s do we have as of this month?
We have 6 right now currently with a potential. We have 2 that are floaters that are only medical only that periodically will submit their prescription medications to us. We have 6. We had a higher amount when we first started.
Okay.
Over the last 6 years, I was able to put them on programs with the VA benefits that I didn't know they were aware of. and now they're getting enough to keep them stable. I'm reaching out for more. My advertising program has increased, and with the increased hours, I'll be able to handle it a lot more efficiently. Thanks, Dan.
Any other questions for the VSO?
Motion to accept.
Second. All those in favor of accepting the VSO's report for August of 2025, please indicate by raising your hand. Any opposed? Any abstention? Thank you, David. Your report is accepted. And we'll post that to the page. All right. So next item on the list that I have is, item 7, we already voted for the annual plan and meetings. That will be posted. So Joe, because we took a vote on David's minutes or David's report, we can post that. Okay. The only thing we can't post are going to be the minutes as a result of the meeting, but the content of the meeting, we can post the items. Veterans Advisory Board, let's kind of go around the horn here. Just, I'll check with Peter. You okay? All right. He's got a speaker issue. Next one. Dan, you got anything to add?
Just a quickie, on the Reach Across America form, can we make this year's form out? I think it's just a change of the template, I think in the theme and a new date. That way people can start to donate to it.
Didn't we have one in April? Did that have the theme on it?
I don't remember that.
Me either.
When we had them at the van. When the
Okay.
van, yeah.
I don't know who has the template or whatever.
I'll dig around.
September, October meetings, and then we're right into November, so.
No, I get it. Off the top of your head, do you know what the theme is?
No.
Okay.
I
I'll look it up. I know. I think it's service.
Service to our nation.
Yeah, service to our nation. Thank you. And that may be the VA theme for Veterans Day. I'm not sure, so we'll have to clarify that as we go forward. Okay. Dale, do you have anything?
The one individual I thought I had for the board gave him an application and he has since decided not to come on the board. And that was so unfortunately.
Okay.
So I was hoping we would have one more. I won't go into particulars, but bottom line is doesn't want to do it.
So I will be at an event on Friday morning. I am approaching 2 individuals myself. So do the best you can.
What is Sherry doing for advertising? She says we can't do it, and she's doing what she does is supposed to help.
She does the advertising. The forms have got to be filled out. We can pass the forms out to individuals that they don't have to be a veteran. It's just an individual that would like to serve on the Veterans Advisory Board. Yeah.
On the new website, there is one that says vacancies, and it gives a list of the different committees and boards.
Yes.
I think a little ad maybe in the item or something wouldn't hurt either.
She doesn't allow it.
Yeah, that's what Dale's talking about, is the ad in the paper has to be directed to Sherry if we did an ad in the paper. But the form is still there. The form is not changed with the new website. It's a little bit different to go locate it. But the process has not changed, okay? I sent the forms out in June. If you look at your notes and for email, it's the same form that went out in June. So continue to pass that around to members of the community and, talk it up. I mean, that's the way I think word of mouth is probably the best way to go to get members.
We've got most of our people that come to the coffee social are older people that fought in Vietnam. I don't remember seeing very many people from the Gulf Wars who attend. Do we have a list anywhere of the individuals who are in the Gulf Wars that are in town?
And that's something that the VSO might be able to get.
He's not on right now.
Yeah, he's on and off right now.
Yeah, he's got low bandwidth.
Okay.
And I'll bring it up at the next Vietnam Veterans meeting. We have a dockside. I think Dave is there too, but there's a few people from Wakefield that are on that.
That's a good idea. Again, they don't have to be veterans.
That's true.
Okay. They could be other members of the community too. Miriam.
I'll ask somebody to bring it up at the West Side Social Club meeting next month. They just had their meeting. But I'll ask somebody to bring it up under new business. We have veterans, we have
VVA,
veterans
VVA
whose kids
dockside
are
meeting
serving now.
on the 20th.
So I'll ask somebody to bring it up and have the information out to them.
Okay.
I would hope that some of them might think about coming on, where there are so many veterans and, like I said, parents who have kids serving right now. So I'll get somebody to do that.
And Miriam,
I was off for a minute, folks.
you have a potential speaker. If you in a separate email, would it be okay for me to contact her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would just. Can you send?
She's in the middle. She's in the middle right now of I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. It's sometime in September is her big run. But I would send something to her. I'll contact her if you want. But you could get in touch with her and ask her. She's asked by a lot of people, so I would do it early. But if you don't hear right back from her, that's why, is because she's in the middle of a 5K run fundraiser right now for the veterans.
Okay. Feel free to give her my contact information.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get in touch with her and ask her to see how receptive she is, and give her your contact information.
Yeah, and
yeah, I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay. We'll get the ball rolling on that for Veterans Day. Joe, do you have anything?
Nope, nothing to add. I see the note on getting the Galvin, so I'll make sure that I request that.
And
Can you also post something for Veterans Day in the community calendar on the website?
Sure.
So it's 11/11/11. That's the date and the time, and the location is indoors in the Galvin Middle School.
What day of the week?
I think it's on a Wednesday. Or it might be Tuesday. Hang on. It's Tuesday.
Okay, yeah. I will be in Birmingham, Alabama.
It's a Tuesday.
foundation afterwards again, like last year.
Yeah, and I'll take care of getting the letters out to the other folks. I'll try to get the note out to the school, to the high schools, just about a week before they start, or during that, in the beginning, as early as possible, so they can set their schedules.
Not sure if you responded to my question.
What's that?
Are we doing the collation again on the Veterans Day program?
Excellent question. Should we do the collation?
Well, isn't that number 9? Do we want to continue on with the reports and come back to that with point 9 for Veterans
Okay.
Day?
Yeah, we can come back to that. So the only things that I have to report, take a look at the Newtown website. A lot of work has gone into that to get it up and running. It's a little bit different than the older website, but swirl around in there. A lot of things are going on as the town changes their town administrator, and also as the schools and everything get back up and running. So take a look at that webpage. It is more powerful than the one that we had before. Okay, so
It's easier to navigate.
yeah, there's going to be more information available on that website. Joe, just a note, have we communicated to Jennifer McDonald that we don't need the Facebook page anymore?
We have.
Okay.
It's already down.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I've already mentioned 3 more applicants to get us up around 10. And some of the upcoming events. Let's bring up Dale's question.
Yep.
Should we, any opposition to discussing what we want to do for the collation?
Sure.
I think what we did last year was excellent. Okay. Yeah, can't hear you.
I apologize. The only thing we need to change is more tables in parallel, so that, because there was long lines and people just left without coming in to get pizzas.
We need a double-sided buffet, 2 of them, that'll be
Yeah.
aiming away from the doors to the sodas, then over to the tables where they'll sit.
Right.
I'll work on that with you, Dale.
Okay.
I didn't set that room last time. When I walked in, it was too late to readjust it. But I
Right.
think in advance, we should do that this year.
I agree.
And the VVA meeting, Dan, is gonna be on September 25th at the Dockside or the Main Street Grill and Tap House there. I talked to Cheryl this morning, or this afternoon, about that, so she's ready for us.
Thing is, when Joe makes contact with the school to let them know that we need the janitor for the audit for the cafeteria, and his support, like he did last year, is very important. Did that come through clearly, what I just said?
Yeah,
Okay.
Did we have 3 pizza places last year that donated?
We had
Well,
about 7, right?
7 or 8.
Because I know
yeah, 4 or 5,
our
yeah, right.
closed, so. The one in Greenwood had already closed branches.
No, it's a
I
new
think
one.
I
They just
saved, I
renamed it
saved all the
Monica's.
information from last year, so.
Dan, the branch just reopened with a new name. It's Monica's now.
Okay. Hopefully they make it to the November.
Oh, they'll
They
be,
get a new name
they'll
every
be
6
happy to-
months.
they'll be happy to do it. I'm thinking if each of us got, 5 pizzas, that's 7 times 5 is 35. I don't know how many pizzas we had last year.
We had about 15. We had about almost 15 to plus box cases of pizzas. And we ended up giving away 2 or 3 because so many people left because of the lines. But we gave away boxes of pizza.
Yeah, but there was nothing left though. I mean, it all went, which is good.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure. I'm thinking 50 would be good.
50,
15.
15.
No, 50. And I'll tell you why. You got the high school kids. That's where the line was from the band. You know, you want to get the high school kids and the you want to get them through the line.
We've got 6 from 5 establishments. That's 30 pizzas. I think that's fine. Maybe we can get donuts or something too from Honeydew.
Okay.
And coffee, maybe just a 5-gallon drum.
Well, it ends at noon. Around 12:30 or so. Coffee and
No, but
donut.
donuts are good. Donuts are good all day long. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like on Price is Right. You get a bendy, you get a donut. I mean, come on.
No,
You know?
I know. I'm thinking if we ask for donations of 5 pizzas a piece, from different vendors throughout town, I'm sure we probably have 10 pizza stores in town.
Well, Anthony's always gives 5. Charlie's on Main will give 5. There's 10.
He's
Yep.
okay.
I mean,
Slice will give Anthony's coal fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Anthony's gives 5 every year. They're good. They're good.
And there's Sunny Notos that does sandwiches and things. So, that's another option.
Last year also. Sandwiches.
So the consent. Do we need to take a vote? We'll do the concession and the collation like last year. You want to make a motion, Dale?
Yes, I make a motion. We repeat our collation at the end of the program. It just set up differently to make it run smoother. I make that motion.
Okay. I second.
Second. Peter, okay.
Peter seconded.
Just so you know, I figured out what the problem was.
Ah,
My my grandkids were over here, and I have external speakers, and the volume was turned down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Peter. How are you?
I can hear you fine. Oh boy.
Because you were not able to get
Internet
into it.
technologies.
You want to finish the vote?
Yeah, let's finish the vote. We have a motion to vote for the collation.
Yeah.
All those in favor for Veterans Day? Okay. Any opposed? So we'll do the collation. The goal right now is 5 pizzas per shop. Ask them to donate. If they want to contribute a little bit more, work with them and negotiate that. But if each of us pulls up 5 pizzas, I think that would be fair. I'll reach out to a couple other vendors. Sunny Notos is one that I'm thinking of. There's Lori 909 again.
Yeah.
Hers
Ellie's on Princess Street, maybe.
do very well. What's that?
Ellie's on Princess Street. Where
Yes.
Phuket-
Yes. So, there's definitely plenty of shops. I have 2 pizza shops here in Greenwood that I know of. Lisa's and Monica's.
Yeah.
Actually, there's 3. Firehouse Pizza.
Yeah.
I'll
So-
make up the presentation boards for each location that donates, so we can put that little board in front of each of the displays that they have, so they can get
Yeah,
credit.
it's a, I'd like to spotlight, like we did last year, I'd like to spotlight the vendors and the people that are doing this for us.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's a great way to support the community. Okay, Peter,
Yes.
anything to add? Do you have,
No, not really, but if Dale needs a hand with November 11th, I can help out too.
Super, much appreciated. Thank you.
so I sent, I just want to give a shout out for Marine Week. Marine Week in Boston is August 20th through 25. And there's a link that I sent out to the board. It talks about all of the events during the week. Everything is at no cost. Okay. I expect to see Miriam August 21st to work out with the Marines. There's a wreath laying ceremony. They've got posting of the colors. They've got ribbon cutting ceremony, static displays. There's a ceremony up in Marblehead on the 21st from 4:30 to 5:30. They have the Marine Rock Band performance. They retire the colors. They have, it goes on pretty much the same schedule, every day. One of the things that they have, I believe there's one day where they have the drill team. So it's just something, it's a family friendly thing to do. Bring your kids, bring your grandkids, bring your nephews, nieces, spouses, and girlfriends. Not in the same trip. I think it's a great time. A lot of work has gone into this to celebrate the Marine Corps' 250th birthday. It's something to go see. Just a pretty good deal. I also have on the 18th of September, which is a Thursday night, there is a fundraiser for veterans up in North Reading, but it's at Prince Pizza on Route 1 in Saugus. They have a comedy night and pizza night for the veterans. So that's again on Thursday, September 18th. It starts at 6 p.m.
Where is that again?
Prince Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Over on Route 1.
8 p.m., Paul?
6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. it starts.
Is that for a
6 p.m.
specific post, Paul?
Excuse me?
Is that for a specific post or American Legion or VFW that's putting it on, or is it just a Wakefield?
It's the equivalent. It's the Veterans Advisory Board for North Reading. They call themselves the Veterans Events Committee, but they're appointed to support the veterans in the community. I think that when I looked it up, I think the tickets are about $35 a piece. Again, it's a fundraiser, but you get a comedy show and you get food and everything. It might be a good night out on a Thursday night. I have the flyer. I can send the flyer to everybody for that particular event. I'll go ahead and forward that. Oh, and there's the theme. Keep moving forward is the theme for Reach Across America.
Yeah.
And the theme for Veterans Day is service to our nation. Would help if I read my own agenda. Does anybody on the board have any questions? I don't, now's the opportunity for our liaison, Counselor John Carney. I don't think he signed in. And then item number 11, our next meeting is Tuesday, September 18th. I'm sorry, September 16th, Tuesday, September 16th. And again, 6:30 via Zoom.
Paul, did,
Yeah.
on East Across America Day, did we deal with Shaw's or somebody with coffee also?
Yes.
You never know, it could be a cold day and
Yeah, they came up with they came in with a pop-up tent.
Okay.
I know, would you like to reach out to them and coordinate that?
I'll take a try, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Any matters that are not anticipated that are not on the agenda?
I'd like to praise Dave Mangan for doing the Purple Heart Day lights on the common. It looked very nice. And I think we're one of the few communities in America that does that.
Well, thanks to you, Dad. You got us going on it, buddy. You
That's
did,
why I
and you got the.
take
Well, you tickled my fancy. I actually saved the purple covers that Dennis had put on the white lights. I pulled those off. I'm saving them for next year. I had contacted him a few days before, and he heard my call and he went right to it and put them down. It made it very bright. It was in the newspaper. It looked
Because
really good.
any white light that shows takes away from the purple. So if you can drown out the white, it makes the purple even more brilliant.
Yep, yep.
But that was a great job and it looked nice.
Thank
So
you, Dan.
Tom
Just-
Collins would have been proud, Dave. He was very instrumental in getting that to us becoming a Purple Heart community.
Yes, yes.
So I sent out a link, kind of following up on what Dan Benjamin is saying. WBZ did a story about military medals that are unclaimed.
Right.
And they were focusing on the Purple Heart. And there's Purple Heart medals that are unclaimed. And one of the ways that and this is an interesting story, unclaimed property goes to the Department of the Treasurer. Okay, so if a veteran expires and passes and there's no family member, if there's something in the vault, okay, like a savings bank inside the vault of the bank or something, it's safe at home that gets cleared out, okay, those medals become state property. And the state is trying to figure out how to get those medals back either to the family or available for public display. And if you look at the Medal of Honor has 265 medals that have been awarded to soldiers, sailors, airmen here in Massachusetts, okay, and Marines. These people, if they're into the third or fourth generation, these medals may or may not be passed down in the families, okay, but they do belong, they need to be archived and they need to be, presented and preserved. I've actually taken phone calls from people in Wakefield and Reading and Saugus because people have thrown them out in the trash.
Yes.
And they took pictures of before they threw them out. They didn't know what to do with them. And they said, we know you're on the Veterans Advisory Board. Can you take a look at these medals? Do they have any meaning? And I said, yes, they have meaning. Well, we were going to throw them away. Nobody knows what they're about. I'm like, don't throw them away. Okay. They have meaning. And, at that particular point, I was able to identify the person, okay, because I knew the people. But there was no connection to the military, so they didn't know what to do with the medals. I find this a very interesting topic. one thought that I'm having in my mind is as we go into the Hall of Heroes in Memorial Hall in Galvin Middle School, there is plenty of space, shelf space underneath the photographs to display the medals. And if we can just kind of be sensitive and aware, if there's a name that is pictured there in the memorial inside the Galvin Middle School, and we know the family has those medals, or the medals no longer exist, and we can get them, we can get a second set of medals for them. That might not be a bad place to display the service members' awards and decorations. Just a thought. It's a short clip. It's about a 5-minute news piece on WBZ, but I think the communities, there's room to do something very good for the community with those medals, and get them out so that people can see them, okay, and tell the story behind those medals, okay, to honor the service members. So just a thought. That's the reason I sent that out.
Paul, any of those veterans that maybe we could look for their DD 214s to see if any of them were from Wakefield?
You have to watch the video.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just got back. I had to go the other road.
Yeah.
There's only six medals, they said.
Yeah, they found 6 Purple Hearts there, but they have other medals too that they didn't get into the detail. But the Purple Heart is America's oldest medal, and that one is probably the best documented out of the other medals that they've been able to recover. Okay, but there are ways to go about finding out information about that. Yes, the SF-180 with the archives, National Archives, but also each branch has a Department of Heraldry, and they will work with you to get those documents, and they will also work with you. All those agencies will work with you to also send a second set if needed. Okay, once we get the information. But I think it's just, to me, it's a fascinating piece. I don't think that I really would like to get the medals and the stories available to the public. I think those stories are very, very important.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to say something about that.
Sure.
I did attend on August 7th a Purple Heart ceremony in Nahant, and my wife's cousin, her father was World War II veteran who got the Purple Heart, but he passed away in July this year, and he was 102 years old.
Wow.
And they had a ceremony with, he was part of it, they had like 8 to 12 awards for all these soldiers from Nahant that got the Purple Heart. And there were some, pretty important dignitaries there. Seth Moulton was there, and another state representative from that area. And it was there was a retired admiral that was there also, and he said a few words, and it was very interesting to see. I wish we could do something that in Wakefield.
Well,
I know.
Instead of a ceremony, though, I'm thinking I'd like to find a place where they can be permanently shown.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they did make a big display, a glass display with all the awardees that got the Purple Heart, and they have some blank ones in there for future soldiers, from that area, and from Nahant, actually. But that's an idea,
Peter, can I
Yep.
interrupt for a second? Joe Rapallo, he was at Guadalcanal, Americal Division soldier who passed away a few months back,
Yeah.
104 years old. I
Right.
have his uniform being placed in a special glass container, a shadow box, if you will.
Uh-huh.
And I've spoken with folks about having it mounted at the Civic Center on the birthday of the AmeriCal division. It's just about done. It's being donated by a very, very amazing carpenter here in Wakefield. And I'll be bringing more of that to light as it's completed. And also,
Uh-huh.
Duvray is doing the QR device for that. I got to call him this week again. I have the whole layout of what battles that Joe fought in the South Pacific. And
Really?
yes, it's beautiful. And it's just so much, though, that I can't put it all on the board, that the nomenclature board that I'm going to have in with the uniform. There's also a Japanese shell for a knee mortar round that he brought back that says
really?
Guadalcanal, World War II. Joe Rapallo had brought as a souvenir. And it'll go in the box with the uniform. And Gail Rapallo is in California. And when I attended the service at McDonald's, I brought to the attention of the Guadalcanal and the Civical building in the Civic Center, and she offered to donate it. And I luckily was able to find a carpenter who lives right across from the senior center, and he's offered to do it. He's made so many pieces of furniture, and it's beautiful. I've actually seen it.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll keep you all posted on that. I didn't want to bring it up too early, but since you brought up about a little ceremony, we'll have to have a ceremony for that when the occasion arises.
Oh, most definitely. Excellent.
Any other news?
Didn't we, when we got the AmeriCal flag from Bob Vincent, didn't we have a general, somebody, an archivist from the AmeriCal division?
Yes,
Prop Flag Day?
he
Maybe
was also the guest speaker. General Kondrachuk was the guest speaker at Memorial Day. Same general. And he is the former historian for the Massachusetts Army National Guard. So what's your question?
No, I just thought we could combine that, maybe have something like on Flag Day for that. The AmeriCal.
Okay. Well, the headquarters for the AmeriCal is down in Melrose. Down by Hunt's Photo.
Yeah, that's the 182nd.
That's
Right.
that's the 182nd, which is affiliated with the AmeriCal division.
Yeah. I was part of that unit.
Okay. So you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You know more about it than I do. All right, I don't have anything else. Thank you very much. We can end the meeting at 7:25. Joe?
Need a motion.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Make the motion to adjourn.
Second?
I second.
Okay, all those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much, and we'll see everybody in September at the next
Thank
meeting,
you.
September 16th. Thank you.